Philadelphia Flyers. Bullies of Broad Street. But anyway, good for them and good for our teams that are winning the seasons. Obviously practices, it can get cumbersome, but I think with the competition, it's always interesting to watch guys. And I told them tonight, I said the effort's great, but we had too many balls on the line. Whether they were center quarterback exchange, drop balls, and we can't do that. And when you do stuff like that, it becomes sloppy offensively. But I like the competition. I like the effort. Practices are flowing really good. I think the guys understand the tempo of what we need. It takes a year. It really does to get that going, and guys have bought into that. A lot of good competition. I told them this: opportunity only knocks once. Don't knock twice. I said you better take advantage of it right now because we got 20 guys coming in here that's going to want an opportunity. And that's how it's going to be around here, and I think these guys know that. It's always going to be competition. It's never personal, it's just competition.
With the thin numbers of some positions, it's really been a challenge with the rep distribution and
well, yeah, and that's why we're slowing it down some. I mean, we practice with 19 defensive players tonight. Now, there's help along the way, we understand that, but that's just where we're at. As far as, our program, we're light. I told you that last year when I took over. I said, we didn't have a lot of depth. And we got to continue to build that through recruiting. And we've got a good number of kids coming here that's going to help us with that. And so I think with that, the guys know it helps along the way, but we got to practice. We got to get some work in. And to their credit, the defensive line, they have done a marvelous job. When you're practicing with 5 defensive linemen every day, that's tough duty. And they have not griped or anything, and it says a lot about their coach. They're coming out here and giving us effort every day, which is good.
You're already past the halfway mark. This thing is just really kind of going fast. Are you getting everything accomplished?
Yeah, we started some situations tonight. It was moving the ball a little bit, red zone, third down. We'll start doing some more team that because you guys know I'm big on situation football, and I think the next, we got 7 practices, 8 they say, but it's only 7 because the one before the quote scrimmage, we'll walk through and do what we do, but I think the more situations we can put them in now, especially the quarterbacks, they got to manage those things, and we'll get everything done, and then we'll hit it again when we start up. But I think we got to get everything we want in as far as situations and put the quarterbacks and make them think, down the distance, all that stuff.
What's your general sort of feeling about the quarterbacks at this point?
They're all competing, and it's work in progress. And some days, the quarterback is always judged on completions and all that kind of stuff, and it doesn't help if guys drop the ball. You can throw it, and if the guy don't catch it, that's not the quarterback's fault. So I just think they're a young group of guys. Even Dylan, I mean, he hasn't played a whole lot. So I just think we're kind of spoon feeding them, which is good. That's where we want to go. Once the spring's over with, we'll have some more time to be with them as well. But I think this is a good launching point for them. Defensively, we're trying to make it simple for them and for some young guys too. Don't do anything crazy in coverage, but just make it simple, fundamentals. That's what we talk about in the spring. And then when we heat it up in the summer, then all bets are off. Then things will start changing a lot.
I thought the linebacker, Kalen Chris Thomas, had a good session tonight.
Yes, he's doing, opportunity.
Yeah.
And he's starting to develop. And he feels it too. He feels very confident. And he's been in the system now a year, and that helps guys. From last year, we're learning the system on defense. This year, these guys understand it a lot more. And you can hear them talking and communicate, which is a good thing because I think with the young guys coming in defensively, with the defensive line, linebacker, some secondary guys, we're going to be very fast. We will be fast. Real fast. And you got to be fast if you're going to play good defense. We'll have guys that can run to the ball, tackle, and hopefully take the ball away. That's what we want to do.
And secondary is your passion project. How is this year versus a year ago?
They're much further along than last year because we were teaching a lot of things, new. And now it's become, okay, we understand it, we got the concepts. So you can be more detailed and more fundamentally driven. We're missing 5 guys that'll come in, that'll compete. They probably all will play. The way I look at it. Now, they got to do it on the grass, but I think if we recruited right, I think these guys have a lot of talent, and so that's going to help us.
Anybody else that in particular you've been impressed with the last?
I'm just impressed with the effort of the team. I mean, I don't like to single out individuals because the parents read all this stuff. And what about my son? Here we go. I don't get into all that. You guys know me by now. I just expect him to practice good. That's what I expect. It shouldn't be, well, he practiced good today. Well, then what did he do the other 10 practices? Did he practice good? I mean, come on. So I don't get into that stuff. It's too much drama in that. Even in pro football, those guys are sensitive, more sensitive than pro football. Hey, Coach, you didn't mention my name. Okay. Let's talk about team lead alone.
I thought I'd try.
That's all right. I've been doing this for a while, so you're okay.
How about Merlin? What's his status? He's been out.
Yeah, he's like a lot of guys, he's a little nicked up, and guys are, we're trying to protect him. Butler, we're trying to protect him, but he's hard-headed. He went back out there, and there's a couple guys, but hopefully by next week, everybody will be ready to roll again. Because, we got a light group on defense, and you don't want to hurt these guys. I mean, I know who the good players are, believe it or not. I kind of figured that out. So I'm going to make sure that they get enough, but we make sure we're not injured, that's for sure.
Is there any overlying goal you want to achieve as you go down the stretch?
Well, I just think for us, and everybody knows it, it's about who's that guy? Who are the receivers going to be on offense? Who's going to be the number 2 running back? You know who the number 1 guy is. The defensive line, when these young guys come in, and there'll be some competition in the secondary, which is happening right now, but it's going to get amped up when these young guys come in. We've got a couple young receivers coming in, along with a big-time tight end. So this is not our offense yet. So we haven't got them to practice and play yet, and I think that's going to add to it. We've got some offensive linemen. I don't know how many of those guys have played as young players. We try to develop those guys. So there's still a lot of work to be done, but we're headed in the right direction.
Coach, you had Adonis Wild and his family out here watching practice.
Yeah.
Have you guys had a chance to touch base yet?
Yeah, well, I've kind of visited with him, and that's a unique situation to say the least. Visited with his mom and all that, and it's good to have him out here this year.